Alright, what's going on, Goon Squad? It's been a little while, I know, but we're here. We got a Nintendo Direct announcement thing today. E3 announcement. So, should see a lot of stuff, should see some Pokemon news. Yeah, just a little while, like a couple minutes. Definitely not like 2 months or anything like that, no. No, not that long. But yeah, Jabs, if you want to hop in the voice chat, I think you should have permission to join the super mega important meetings room. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, we can go over the Nintendo Direct stuff and talk about video games. Talk about rumors, leaks, potential leaks, stuff like that for the next like 10 minutes before it officially starts. Um, I think the biggest thing they'll probably show off today is like the new Switch model, like the Switch Pro or whatever it's end up called. New Nintendo Switch Plus 64 Ultra, that thing. I think that's probably going to be like their biggest announcement because that was kind of leaked or talked about beforehand. Um, as far as like Pokemon stuff goes, I don't know. We'd probably get a release date for Pokemon Unite, maybe. I thought that'd probably be coming out this summer, but we still don't have a release date, so might not be till next year. Who knows for sure? There's like a rumor slash leak thing saying that the Diamond and Pearl remakes are gonna get like a visual overhaul, and we'll see what that looks like today. Um, I don't know. I haven't heard too much other stuff, but doesn't mean they're a little bit bigger in the webcam now. Doesn't mean there won't be other stuff. I haven't heard too much other stuff, so it'll be mostly a surprise. I can't imagine we'll get a ton of news though. I think it'll be mostly stuff we already know about, and they'll just like go into more detail about it, like Breath of the Wild 2, probably another big one. Maybe Splatoon 3, since we only got like a little teaser on that and nothing more. I'd be super stoked about more like Animal Crossing DLC. We haven't really gotten anything out of Animal Crossing since launch, and maybe like one sort of big update since then. Nothing really huge, but I think Animal Crossing could go with like a big update, like a 1 year anniversary update, although it's a little past the 1 year mark, but would be nice to see something from that. Uh, yeah, GameCube Virtual Console. That one's a stretch. Probably more of the Pokemon Legends Arceus. If they do a ton of Pokemon stuff, I think the Diamond and Pearl remakes will probably be the biggest thing from Pokemon, unless we get like Snap DLC. But I don't think they'd talk too much about Arceus yet at like the E3 Direct. I think they'll probably do like a Pokemon Direct in like November, December, maybe right before the Diamond and Pearl remakes come out, and then we'll see more about Arceus there. But I think right now they really want to like show off the Diamond and Pearl remakes since those come out first. And maybe Pokemon Snap because we haven't really heard if they're doing DLC or not for that. I don't know if they would, but if they do, we'll probably hear about it today. Oh, Smash Bros. I didn't even get started in Smash Bros, but there's like two more characters that have yet to be announced for the Fighter Pass. We could get one or both of them today. If I want to throw out some wacky predictions, Everyone's saying Crash Bandicoot, which I could see. I'm a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot, so I'd be down for that. Everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are saying like a new Pokemon rep, maybe from Sword and Shield or something. Could be cool. There's already a lot of Pokemon characters, but it is like the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. And me, myself, being a huge Pokemon fan, I wouldn't be upset if there was a new Pokemon announced for Smash, but there's already so many. Like, what more could you need? Besides, like, Wooper. Wooper for Smash. Um, Maybe we'll see Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, stuff like that they've announced but haven't really talked about at all in like a really long time. Pikmin 3 or 4, whatever number they're on. I never got into Pikmin. But yeah, they announced Pikmin 4 like fucking 7 years ago and never said anything after that. So maybe we're due for a new Pikmin game, I don't know. I'm not huge into the Pikmin. Between Pokemon, Pac-Man, and Pikmin, I'm pretty full, you know, with my games that start with P and end with N. Not a lot of room for more games in that genre. So yeah, that's like my sorry, I'm sniffly. I just had lunch and I get really sniffly after I eat. Um yeah, it's disgusting, I know. That's my E3 rumors, theories, thoughts. That's my little going into E3 stuff. So now we'll just have to wait and see what actually happens. Yeah. I'll just sit here quietly for 8 minutes and I won't say a word. That'll be super entertaining, right? No, there's a lot of stuff I want, so those were my like realistic thoughts. Let's go with like my crazy, outlandish thoughts that I know aren't gonna happen. Just because I'm crazy and I like speculating and creating insane amounts of hype. You hear, Jabs? Do you not have permission to speak again or something?
No, I do. My internet.
Oh, okay. Hey, there's like weird permissions in this voice room. I just wanted to make sure you were actually here and not just physically here or whatever. All right.
I don't know. I haven't heard like anything about the. I haven't really done a whole lot of research on it.
Yeah. Could be a lot of stuff. Could be nothing.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think we'll definitely get Smash Bros. Though that one might even be what they start out with. Open up a Smash Bros. That's what like everyone wants, and get that out of the way early.
I don't know why people are always up in arms about the animation style of Pokemon games. It's like, yeah, it'd be nice if it looked, a little bit better, but
Yeah, I don't think Pokemon's ever been a game about the graphics, you know?
yeah, it's kind
Like
of like
every single
Mario.
Pokemon game on their console, they don't have the strongest graphics for like that generation.
Yeah, which is
Although
fine.
Pokemon
They're
Snap looks beautiful.
yeah, but it's supposed to, right? I mean, it's
Right,
supposed to.
yeah, taking pictures. Be weird if it looked ugly.
Personally, I'm excited for the Gen 4 remakes regardless. Like,
Oh yeah.
you could have, the worst graphics in the world and I'd still play it.
Well then wouldn't you just play the original? What if the remake had worse graphics than the original?
Well,
I want to know how much like new content is coming to that. If
yeah.
it's like a one-to-one remake, like I'll still get it, but I won't be as excited for it. But if they allegedly there's going to be like mega evolutions in it, which I don't know if I believe, but I'd be down for that 100% if there are mega evolutions in it and maybe some other new
There's like a
content.
little lore where there's like a primal reversion Dialga like canon.
Yeah, that's in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Um,
Yeah.
it's just called Primal Dialga. So they could make that like actually a thing.
Yeah, they can make that actually a thing, which would be kind of cool. I like Megas. I think I like Megas better than Dynamax,
Oh, I 100% like Megas more than Dynamax.
which is probably a hot take, but it seems like it would be less balanced. But I don't know. Megas are maybe it's nostalgia for me. I don't know.
I think the thing they were going for with like the Dynamax, Gigantamax is like any Pokemon could use that. Any Pokemon can Dynamax. But like
Yeah,
Megas, there's only like a handful of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. And everybody has a favorite Pokemon, you know. So you want your favorite Pokemon to have the special gimmick. I think that's what they did with Z moves. I think that's what they did with Dynamax. But I just liked Megas so much. Gigantamax is cool, but there's only like 6 of those, so
there's at least like 10,
that's
right?
that's like 6.
That's yeah, that's like six.
It's basically
Double
6.
the number, basically. It's like
On a
6 times
scale of
10.
like 6 to like 100, it's basically 6. It's a lot closer to 6, you know. Just saying.
The way your brain works sometimes, man.
Yeah,
I
my
just
logic, yeah, makes sense to me.
yeah, I don't know. I'm excited regardless. I wonder what they're gonna give us gameplay of. I hope they give us gameplay of the Gen 4 remakes. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd be super nice. But like,
It's like I know it's not like a Pokemon primarily centered thing, so I'm not expecting too much Pokemon stuff, but I feel like we'd at least get that.
yeah, you get like some, you know.
Uh-huh.
Pokemon's such a big part of Nintendo.
That's true.
I feel like
Right after Mario
yeah,
and Zelda, it's like their next biggest thing.
yeah.
I mean, debatably, it's bigger than Mario and Zelda, but as far as
Yeah,
like video
they're
games go,
up there.
yeah.
It'd be tough to compare them all because they're all just such large parts of the gaming community in general.
Oh yeah.
Where are you watching the
It's on YouTube.
on YouTube? Okay.
It's on Twitch, YouTube, MySpace,
So a couple places.
a couple different places.
In your logic, like two.
Yeah, like 2. Might not be on MySpace. I might have made that up.
Imagine though.
Dude,
Imagine if it
MySpace
was
needs to make a comeback, though. I'm sick of Facebook. Let's all go back to
See,
MySpace.
I feel like it gets sick of MySpace just as fast. It would
Yeah.
be like nostalgia, but it would be over pretty quick.
I don't know. You can change the HTML of your your page. You can play music on your profile. I had some Flash games on my MySpace page. I had that fridge magnet thing where people could leave notes on my fridge magnet wall. Yeah, it's good times. Really, what we all want to see though is Kirby Air Red 2. I think that's the big one.
If by all you mean you, then yeah.
Exclusively me, yeah. I really want Kirby Air Red 2.
Well, I mean, there's probably more people, but I just mean like, as far as in this Discord call, you would be the one that would be looking forward to that.
I would probably like have a heart attack and die if they actually did it.
I don't want that then. People are commenting in the YouTube comments like, "Let's go Johto!" Like, what? No, no. Listen, we're doing something else right now. Okay, you just save
It's not
your weird
impossible.
requests for later.
I wouldn't be mad if there was a Let's Go Johto, but I don't think that'd be announced for at least a year, you know? Got our plate full right now.
Either. Especially because the shiny hunting is so much better,
Yeah.
so much easier in the Let's Go games. Although knowing Nintendo, they'd probably take a look at that and be like, "Hey, you know what? That's the one thing we'll change." Because it's
And
all
they'll
about
remove the Kanto post game because
yeah,
it's too confusing for new players.
yeah. But speaking of like the Gen 4 remakes, I'm positive that there'd be like new content. Even Fire Red and Leaf Green had new content.
Yeah.
Not a ton, mind you, but you know, the islands and the other stuff. Maybe at least be something.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll still play it regardless, but I'm really hoping for at least like a platinum style Battle Frontier. That'd be sick.
It is past the time, Nintendo. Come on, what are you doing?
Classic Nintendo, always late.
Yeah.
Yep, it's 11. Should be starting any minute now, you know.
Feel ripped off.
I was just reading the text and I saw around 3 hours. Like, is this thing gonna be 3 hours long? Cause I have to go to work today.
Someone just commented Jake Paul for Smash.
You could make a me of him, you know. Technically, everyone's in Smash if you get creative with the. Oh, we're going. All right. COVID-19 for Smash.
That's a ripoff.
All right. Is it gonna open with people talking?
Hello, everyone.
I just expected a cut right to Smash.
For today's Nintendo Direct.
Hello, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide as well.
The Nintendo Switch system is now in its 5th year, and many people around the world are playing games on it. The Nintendo Switch is being enjoyed by a wide range of players spanning all ages and all levels of gaming experience.
I'll move my webcam.
Very much. We've been able to offer a wide variety of games on the system, not just from Nintendo, but also from our many development and publishing partners. I hope that each of you watching this Nintendo Direct will be able to find a game that suits your personal taste.
Today, we have news on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, and we'll be focusing on a selection of games releasing this year. We hope you enjoy it.
So yeah, they're only talking about games releasing this year.
To begin, please
Definitely no Arceus.
video.
Isn't that is it me or is that guy on the right kind of look like Steve Buscemi?
A little bit, yeah, maybe. Oh, this Ocarina of Time remake. Let's go. Oh, it's Smash Bros, isn't it? That's Smash Ganon. It's the guy from Tekken, right? I just saw him, his bare chest. Yeah, it's the guy from Tekken. Which makes sense, but let's be real, we all wanted like a King Tiger guy from Tekken. I was gonna say the only fighting game series not represented by Smash Bros yet is Marvel vs. Capcom, so let's bring in Spider-Man. Seems like a pretty safe pick, though.
Kind of gruesome, just tossing all these people off the ledge.
Yeah. It's all of Nintendo's dead IPs. F-Zero, ARMS. It's got like a demon mode. I don't play a lot of Tekken, so I don't know what any of this is.
That's a spiffy outfit though.
Yeah, I like the suit. Got the Heihachi skin.
They're gonna introduce fatalities.
Oh yeah, we don't have a Mortal Kombat rep. I don't know if I'd do that, but Soul Calibur, I guess. Oh, not Kirby, come on.
Oh man.
It's gonna come back up on a Warp Star and they're gonna announce Kirby Airhead 2.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited and the director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. Kazuya Mishima from the fighting game series Tekken will join the battle. Surprise! I'll go over the details at a later date, so please sit tight. For today, though, we've prepared a short video to showcase Kazuya's moves from Super Smash Bros. Please take a look.
I saw that. I thought that said crouch spin kick. It said crouch. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Tekken. I like how it does the cool camera angle stuff when you do the grapples.
This feels like Tekken. No, it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll talk about the fighter more in a future presentation. We still have to record it first, actually. The air date is shown below. Please stay tuned.
Alright, there's the Smash Bros.
Thank you, Mr. Sakurai. New fighter Kazuya will join the fight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please look forward to seeing how Kazuya, who has experienced many harsh battles across the Tekken series, will fight in this game. Alright, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Your choices matter in these emotional, supernatural tales.
It's gonna be like all the indie games.
Oh,
Never played any of the Life is Strange games.
well, that's interesting.
Those were Sony exclusive before, right?
I think so. I don't know. They might have been on PC too.
Oh, okay.
Life is Strange True Colors
Not gonna
launches
lie, I'll
on
probably get
Nintendo
that.
Switch September 10th. And Life is Strange Remastered Collection
I don't think I'd get that.
Switch later this year. There's something for everyone on the
It's like they were
Nintendo
talking to
Switch
you there.
system.
Yeah, it's something for everyone.
Alright.
You
I will be getting that, 100%.
leading a legendary
Yeah,
band
they
of
were
heroes
definitely
for
talking to
hire
you.
in this thrilling
Holy
action
shit.
adventure game. Jump on a wild ride
He's losing interest, show him Marvel.
Star-Lord's daring combat style and encounter iconic and original Marvel characters. You'll call the shots for the unpredictable Guardians as you face cosmic threats to save the galaxy. You got this, probably. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy blasts
I mean, it's
on
not
the
Chris
Nintendo Switch
Pratt, but-
October 26th.
That's the thing I don't like about the Square Enix Marvel games. It's like they try really hard to look like their MCU designs, so they just look like they're stunt doubles or something.
Cross-platform combat.
Yeah.
Play in daily
Like you could just go off like the comic book designs or something, and then it wouldn't look so jarring. I do like Worms.
Bear outfit exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version will be available for
I will get excited for any Worms game.
A new map, Spaceport Showdown, launches with Worms Rumble, wriggling onto Nintendo Switch
I've never
June
heard of
23rd.
that.
Get a 25%
It's pretty fun.
discount when you pre-order the game starting today on Nintendo eShop.
This one doesn't look like traditional. It's like a spin-off though, but like
More canon awaits.
last one I played was like Worms Reloaded or something. It's kind of like a turn-based
Demigods and unleash
battle royale kind of thing.
activating turn-based combat.
Not like a, Fortnite battle royale, but like
On Nintendo Switch
fight your 3 other friends kind of thing.
Return to the funny, charming, and quirky world of Two Point County.
I'm getting this game.
Creative tools are at your disposal to make the school yours.
I probably actually would like this, but I'm not gonna get it.
Enrollment for 2 Point Campus starts on Nintendo Switch
Yeah, like
next
2
year.
Point Hospital or something. There's a bunch of those.
Huh.
A beloved series
Oh,
will
Donkey
its
Kong?
20th anniversary this year.
They're Sonic. I thought they were bananas. It's definitely Sonic the Hedgehog. Super Monkey Ball. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Aren't they like remaking the first game or something? Or a collection? Yeah, give me a collection on Switch. I will play that all day. I love me some Super Monkey Ball. I've only played like the first two, but those are the best ones. I had one on Game Boy Advance. It actually wasn't that bad. It looked like RuneScape graphics, so
I never played them, but they look like a lot of fun. Everybody that I've talked to is always
they're super good.
highly of them.
It's like the Dark Souls of platformers.
Go bananas when Super
It's not really like a platformer though. I don't know.
rolls onto Nintendo Switch.
It's its own kind of genre.
It's a blast from parties
Yeah,
past.
right.
Mario Party DLC? No way.
For another round of Mario Party mayhem? Of course you are. It's a superstar collection of Mario Party boards and minigames.
You're like 3 years late on this.
Whip it up on 5 classic boards from
Okay, now you. All right.
Peach's birthday cake. And
Spaceland. I'm back in. I'm all in on this.
zany events.
Give me Horrorland and Cowboy World.
And when we say
Didn't
zany,
they recently
we
just
mean it.
put like
Online, yeah.
Connect blocks.
That's the best minigame right there.
In hilarious over-the-top minigames.
I love the N64 minigames.
With
This is some good stuff.
From the Mario Party series catalog, you'll have a blast in this all-star fun fest. Here's a little party favor.
Oh,
All
there you
game
go.
modes work
All
with
game
online
modes.
play.
Game modes over to online play.
There you go.
Even if you're partying alone, you can randomly match with other partygoers worldwide.
I'll definitely start playing Mario Party for the N64 maps. That's huge.
Then resume the festivities. Stickers
Hopefully there's like more later and it's not just like these two.
It's time to party in Mario Party Superstar.
Oh, is this a new one?
On the Nintendo Switch system, October 29th.
Huh.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo.
So it's not DLC for Super Mario Party, it's Mario Party Super Stars.
Before we show this next trailer,
I'll still get it.
one thing. Currently, we're working hard on the latest game in the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime.
They said Metroid, take a shot.
Yeah.
But today, we'd like
Alright,
to
though,
introduce
I
another
miss
new
Metroid
entry
games,
in the
and I haven't
Metroid
played one.
franchise. Please take a look.
So we're finally gonna see gameplay after like 6 years.
Oh.
Ooh, it's Captain America. Or what's his name, War Machine? Iron Patriot? Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'll definitely get this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. That costume looks awesome though. It's kinda like got like the fusion stuff on it, looks like. The like weird,
Yeah.
gross alien corruption. Got the turrets from Portal 2.
It's a crossover. It's like Prime Transformers.
Oh, it's 2D, no way. Are there 2D segments in a 3D game?
That'd be cool. Even like epic cutscenes.
Right?
Ooh. Metroid Dread.
Alright. That was like canceled like 10 years ago.
Explains why it's 2D then.
Yeah. I was supposed to be like on the Wii or something. Looks like we're finally getting it. I'll play it. I honestly think Metroid works better 2D. Although I do like the first person stuff, but just that like sense of exploration I like better on like the 2D scale.
Yeah, I think think I prefer the first person, but I don't know.
I like them both. I like Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS had a really good multiplayer. So if they do something like that, but I think it probably just get compared a lot to Halo. And Splatoon's kind of like Nintendo's competitive shooter right now.
That was the trailer for the first new 2D Metroid game in roughly 19 years. The brand new
Damn.
Metroid Dread game.
We had Metroid Prime 2 Returns or whatever.
This is a Metroid game with a new feel, showcasing a variety of
That was a Metroid 2 remake, technically.
It's scheduled to be released on October 8th
Everything's coming out in October.
until launch.
Rip Wallet.
That same day,
I was gonna say, there better be an amiibo of that new costume.
for Samus and
That looks good.
the robot.
Give me that as a costume in Smash now. You gotta add that in.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
These familiar franchises are back on Nintendo.
Kirby Air Ride Remastered.
Get ready to get down in the latest Just Dance game.
I bought like Just Dance 2019 because I was really excited to start playing it again. Bought it, downloaded it, never opened it, never played it. But I always bring it up when I have friends over. Which was like one time in the last year. Like, we should play Just Dance. And then we never played it.
Nintendo Switch November 4th.
We played Rock Band. It's basically the same thing.
The arcade smash hit Cruisin' Blast is speeding onto Nintendo Switch. Up to 4 players can race together, so pick your favorite vehicle and hit the road. Cruisin' Blast launches as a console exclusive on Nintendo Switch this fall. It's the ultimate Dragon Ball Z experience. Relive the story of Goku and other Z fighters through 4 sagas in this action RPG.
I always felt obligated to like Dragon Ball. Just because I like Dragon Quest.
Nappa, Frieza,
I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Ball.
the evil emperor. Cell, battle the androids in a fight to the death. Majin Buu, an epic showdown with the most fearsome foe. Along with the main story, you can explore the vast world of Dragon Ball Z. Hey, why not help out the locals? Or collect ingredients for delicious meals. You could always train to acquire new skills, too. There are lots of things to keep you busy. The boss battle episodes, A New Power Awakens Parts 1 and 2 is also included. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, plus A New Power Awakens set punches its way onto Nintendo Switch September 24th. Grab a golf club.
You getting Mario Golf?
I don't know. Mario looks pretty spiffy though. In
The
this.
Mario
I love the costumes. I love some of the game modes.
Here's a quick
Not a huge fan of golf, but I know like the Mario sports games, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
take your
I played a good amount of the Mario Tennis when that came out.
hit different types of shots and aim for under
Like, I'd probably had fun if I played this, but I couldn't get like super into it, you know?
Yeah.
speed golf.
But the costumes look really good. Speed golf, that one looks fun.
Get your ball in the hole
They need like a mini golf mode.
with special dashes and special shots.
True. What the?
Battle golf.
Oh, I think that's mini golf.
Flag marked holes in
They got me.
a filled arena. Capture 3 flags to win. Golf adventure. Go from rookie to pro with your Mii character. The golfing challenges that await may surprise.
If I'm really bored and I had extra money, I'd probably get it.
Here's some news. Free updates are planned for future release.
But I'm not like excited for it, you know? I'm not like, yeah, Mario Golf.
The
Nintendo
fairway's
has a
almost
tenuous
open.
grasp on
So set your tee time
physics.
and get ready to ace those shots
Yes,
in
you know.
Mario Golf Super Rush, swinging onto the Nintendo Switch
Not
system
really quite
June
have a
25th. Pre-orders are
firm
available now on
understanding
Nintendo
on how
eShop.
that works.
Ready for the ride of a
This
lifetime.
Dragon... Was it Monster Hunter? Stories.
The vast and vibrant world of
Yeah.
As a rider in this RPG adventure, you'll explore diverse landscapes by riding your Monstie, a monster companion.
So I'm not super into Monster Hunter, but it's cool they're getting kind of like a spin-off RPG kind of thing.
But beware of the many monsters roaming about. Some are docile, but others may suddenly ambush you.
I like the art style.
To fight, you'll team up with your Monstie and use weapons and skills
Your
to
Monstie?
enemy monsters in turn-based battles. Win, and you'll be rewarded with their materials, which can be forged into new weapons and armor. Hey, is that an egg? You might be able to hatch a new Monstie. Incredibly powerful Monsties can also hatch from rare eggs. Need more traveling buddies?
It's like a Monster Hunter Pokemon spin-off.
More multiplayer quests and battles. Buckle up, Ryder. It's going to be a real monster of an adventure. Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin soars onto Nintendo Switch July 9th. You can play the free demo on June 25th and carry over your save data to the full game. Here's a new game from the head of a certain company.
Did you miss me? Hey, what do you mean? Who am I?
Oh, new WarioWare on Switch. I'm game for that.
And it's a brand new game from my company. Check it out. You get to
I will play any WarioWare game.
time to do this. Look at me go. Whack, rats.
Looks like you use the Joy-Con and like point Wario around.
And they have wonderful new talents. Throw that stick thing. Not so bad. Use the spinning whatchamacallit.
Dude, I'm so down for this. I love WarioWare.
Different ability.
Orbulon's my boy. Obviously.
I almost forgot some big news. Two people can play together
Two-player mode.
at the same time. So play nice or else. Eh? Not nice. Alright, you. Yes, you. The one watching this. Better get ready for some micro game mayhem.
The WarioWare Get It Together game launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system September 10th. Pre-orders
Nice. That's not too long. September 10th. That's like practically next week.
What you just saw was the trailer for WarioWare Get It Together. In the latest installment of this series, there are new microgames that let you control Wario and his friends. There is also a two-player co-op mode, which greatly expands the gameplay. It's releasing in the near future, so stay tuned. Next, please take a look at this.
Alright. It's definitely
As a high school student,
Kirby Airhead too.
your life is fairly normal.
I don't know what it is. Persona?
After you get pulled into
Or SMT? They're like the same thing, aren't they? Persona and SMT.
another Tokyo exists, a post-apocalyptic world where angels and demons reside.
Yeah, definitely SMT.
Suddenly, you fuse with a mysterious figure, gaining the power to fight demons. What lies ahead in this alternate realm? The world is now transformed into a sprawling, demon-infested wasteland. Where friendly demons and will attempt to destroy you. Harness your newfound powers to fight demons using a command-based system. Finding their weak point is key. By targeting it, the number of consecutive actions you can perform in a combo will increase.
Like the little cat guy. There's like a little jack-o'-lantern dude in your party too. It's kind of cool.
Be able to recruit them via negotiations, which begin when you open a conversation with them.
I could just talk it out. That's cool.
If a negotiation is successful, a demon will become a powerful ally.
It's like Pokemon with demons.
In
It's a little
some
onion
cases,
fella.
by
Oh, he's
resisting
like a boiled goose with an onion head. That's
them,
awesome.
they'll feel motivated and join you as an ally. Demons that
We
do
got
so
Stane from
work
Pokemon.
alongside you and grow stronger. By fusing
Got the
demons
Slimer from
another
Ghostbusters.
demon can be created.
Got Jeff Goldblum.
Newly fused demons' innate abilities will vary, granting you a
It's
powerful
Jack.
ally, customized to
Jack
your
Frost.
and playstyle. Challenge the many demons roaming this post-apocalyptic world by harnessing the power
If I was more into like JRPGs, I'd be more excited, but
What destiny will you choose?
November 12th, alright.
Tensei 5 will launch exclusively on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, it's like right when Pokemon comes out though. I don't know. I'll be a little busy when that
Version begin June 21st.
November, you know? You're playing Diamond and Pearl.
That was the latest trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5 from Atlas. This is the newest game in the series. Please look forward to future updates. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
It's more indie stuff. When they say headlines,
Celebrate 10 years of Danganronpa in despair.
it's that bear dude. Freddy Fazbear. I never played any of these games either. But they kind of look cool.
3 games in the deadly Danganronpa series are coming to Nintendo Switch. Monokuma, the self-proclaimed school headmaster, has trapped you and other high school students in a game of literal life and death. Unfortunately, the only way out of the school and this lethal game is to betray the other students. And so it begins. When a student meets their demise, a class trial will take place to reveal the culprit.
You're the culprit, aren't you, Miu?
Tanya, I had no idea.
They probably moved the body there.
Use the evidence you've gathered to refute contradictions and find the guilty party.
Sneak attack.
This kind of looks like it'd be fun.
Are you okay?
Maybe I'd play it. I don't know.
Plus, the
Now this is what it's all about.
Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony has
This is what it's all about right here.
standalone game. Danganronpa S Ultimate Summoner,
Mario Party.
an all-star cast of characters from the Danganronpa series will come together to battle at a tropical resort. Who's the strongest of them all in this ultimate beach brawl? The 4-game collection Danganronpa Decadence launches as a physical exclusive on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Physical exclusive.
All 4 games will also be individually available
Okay.
on the eShop.
Ooh, Fatal Frame. There we go.
You're not afraid of ghosts.
Fatal Frame for Switch. I was just talking about this.
In this horror adventure game, you'll uncover the mysteries surrounding
I was just talking about this with Chunky Cheese.
believed to be at the center of many
We're talking about like Silent Hill and Fatal Frame and like all like the older horror games.
defense is a camera that can repel and
Yeah, I think like it came out for like Switch or Wii U in Japan, but it never came out in the US.
variety of unsettling
So it looks like we're finally getting it.
This spine-chilling story features various protagonists, letting you experience the game from different perspectives. New costumes and photo modes are included in this version. Can you investigate Mount Hikami and stay alive?
It looks pretty spooky
Maiden of
this
Black
year. Probably like October.
Nintendo Switch this
Fall. It's horror game season, you know.
These games and DLC are coming soon. Some even today.
New DLC available today. Let's go. This Doom?
Your war is not over. Raise hell in the first campaign expansion for Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1.
I haven't played any of the new Dooms yet, but I really want to.
More challenging
Heard they're really good.
as you eliminate Hell's newest threats in demon-infested ruins and rain-swept terrain. The fate of the cosmos is in your hands. Get slaying when this campaign expansion launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Skateboarding games.
Ramped up for 2 iconic skateboarding games fully
What's up, Shukabuku? How's it going? Yeah, it's been a long while.
as the legendary Tony Hawk and a roster of new and returning pros.
I need to stream more,
On the go with all the original game modes
I think.
and compete
Playing a lot of Minecraft lately.
show off your
I could be streaming that, you know?
Drop into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, launching on Nintendo Switch June.
No, I want like Tony Hawk Underground. Those are the games I played a lot.
Nintendo eShop.
Strange Brigade.
Sateki, the Witch Queen, has
I've never even heard of Strange Brigade.
only one group of heroes can stop her. The Strange Brigade. In this thrilling adventure, you'll blast through an army
Looks pretty strange.
atrocities while solving puzzles in booby-trapped dungeons. Go it alone or team up with other daring adventurers in local wireless co-op and online play. Expect the unexpected when Strange
I
Brigade
feel like Minecraft is either like a love it or hate it game. Like you either like play Minecraft religiously or you're not really that into it.
new adventure of cosmic
There's no in between.
Mario and his friends will team up with the Rabbids once again to
So this got showed off already at Ubisoft's E3 presentation.
serious new evil from plunging
I haven't played the first one. I heard it was really good. But it's cool it's getting a sequel.
Is she bored already? Explore planets filled with quirky residents and even quirkier secrets. And in this fresh take on the tactical genre, our heroes can run freely around the battlefield.
This one's kind of like Super Mario Galaxy themed.
Abilities.
Got like the
So aim for victory.
star bunny.
Wait, who's that? Well, one thing's certain. This is gonna be one heck of a galactic adventure. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope launches into space or onto Nintendo Switch next year.
That's not coming out till next year. Alright. Oh, Kirby? Sound like Kirby noises. I don't know. It's not Kirby. Oh, it's Armor Wars? Whatever they're called. Advance Wars. That's cool. A lot of people are like obsessed with this. I never played it, but it looks cool. Kind of like a tactics style game. Finally coming to Switch. That's going to be huge for a lot of people, I think. This is like a huge fan base. Like a Game Boy Advance game. Yeah, maybe I'll finally play this.
Memorable characters and vibrant gameplay are in store as you lead the commanding officers to victory.
There's been like so many games I want to check out just in the first half of this Nintendo Direct.
Games in Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Marching on to
December? Okay.
holiday.
Very cool.
Begin today.
I could see myself playing that one.
How is everything? All right. This next segment will be our last announcement of the day.
This is gonna be all
Take a look.
Breath of the Wild for the next like 10 minutes here. No? Oh, that's, yeah, Breath of the Wild. Hyrule Warriors. I played the first one. I didn't play Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I don't know. I like the whole like crossover stuff of the first one. And this one is just all Breath of the Wild stuff. It doesn't have as much variety. But like gameplay wise, it's a really fun series. It'd be cool if they did like Pokemon Warriors or something. The same kind of style but as a Pokemon game. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, looks like big expansion pack for Hyrule Warriors 2. That's pretty cool.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass from Koei Tecmo Games.
I'd feel more obligated to get this, but I still have so much to do in the first Hyrule Warriors. Like, there's so much content, so much gameplay. I feel like I played a ton of the first Hyrule Warriors, and I still barely put a dent in it. Here we go, Breath of the Wild 2.
Legend of Zelda Zelda Skyward Sword HD,
Oh.
which launches next month.
If we're getting like a huge Zelda segment, I want like Ocarina on Switch. That'd be really cool. Or Wind Waker.
Joy-Con controllers for intuitive
Skyward Sword I'm obviously excited for, but
playing in handheld mode.
I really like Ocarina and Wind Waker. Those are like my favorite two Zelda games.
Controls. This game depicts the oldest era in the Legend of Zelda series, the story of how it all began.
I'll definitely get Skyward Sword
Origin of the Master.
on Switch.
Why did a woman named Zelda become the legend for future generations? These will all be unraveled in this game. We hope you're looking forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
That comes out in a month. I'll get that. I want to get the Joy-Cons, so I'm sure the scalpers already have them all somehow. Raided the Warehouse. Ooh, Zelda Game & Watch.
Here's a little something you might like.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
System that lets you play 3 games in the Legend of Zelda series. This year, the original Legend of Zelda game reaches its 35th anniversary.
I'll put Ocarina of Time on there.
Don't have any campaigns or other Nintendo Switch games planned. We've been working on this Game & Watch system as a special item to help.
That's pretty cool.
and reflect
That's gonna sell out instantly.
The Legend of Zelda. It will come with the first game in the series, The Legend of Zelda,
Zelda 2
The Adventure of Link,
and Wanda Gamelon. Let's go. Link's Awakening, Game Boy.
of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening,
That's really cool, actually. I like that.
as well as a special version of the Game &
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
Vermin, starring Link as the playable character. So that's 4 games on one system, from longer
I'm down for this.
to the pick up and play game Vermin. In addition, regarding the watch functionality for the Game & Watch system, we've added a playable clock based on The Legend of Zelda,
Playable clock.
and an interactive timer themed after Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link,
I like that. I don't know why. I like it, though.
by taking control of Link. We hope you'll enjoy
November 12th. Alright, that's definitely gonna be sold out immediately.
Alright, here's the last thing we have to show you.
Kirby Airhead 2.
Sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, Breath of the Wild 2. That's what I meant.
Have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time. However, development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've
I like
prepared
that.
some
That's a good
videos
sign.
to show a bit more of the game. Please take a look.
I hope we get a release date. I don't know if it'd be this year, though. Although it could be. They said they were mostly announcing games for this year. So... could be like a holiday game this year. November, December. It's got a robot arm. It's got like a Guardian Tech arm. That's really cool. Longer hair. That's Metagross. A little rock dude. Got a flamethrower. This looks awesome. I'm excited for this. He's got like mutant X-Men powers. And a robot arm. And creepy ass music. See, they put the castle up in the sky so speedrunners can't get there in the first 10 minutes of the game. That's how they get you. Oh, looks cool. I'll play the hell out of that. I love Breath of the Wild. I will play every minute of Breath of the Wild too. Next year, okay. Kind of what I expected.
So, what did you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure has been expanded to include the skies above Hyrule. I'd like to ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward to it.
How was that? That's all for this Nintendo.
That's all, folks.
We are diligently continuing development on a number of other games we didn't show today. I hope you'll continue looking forward to what.
Zero word about Pokemon
Thank you for watching.
on the 25th anniversary. I think that's kind of weird. But Not too surprising. They might do their own announcement thing later in the summer for like the Diamond and Pearl remakes and Arceus. There's a lot of Pokemon stuff they could talk about. It would probably take up a lot of time here. Yeah, we got, you know, Tekken Dude and Smash, whatever that was. Pretty early on. It's got like a dragon form, it's pretty cool. Kazuya and Smash. I want to see like what Mii costumes come out with this. Should probably be like in the Smash announcement later on. Some games, Worms. I like Worms. Monkey Ball. I'm gonna get Monkey Ball. I don't care. I love Monkey Ball. Monkey Ball looks good. Mario Party, new Mario Party. I'll get it. It looks like it's like a throwback Mario Party. I thought it was just gonna be DLC for Super Mario Party, but this is a new Mario Party. That's just kind of like the best parts of the old games thrown together. Like you have like Mario Party 2 and 3 boards, a lot of Mario Party N64 mini games. I wish they'd bring back the costumes from Mario Party 2. That's like Mario Party 2 is like the best one to play just because each map you get a different costume. Like you could be a cowboy, you could be all this stuff. Metroid looks good. I'm excited for Metroid for sure. I'll play that. Just Dance, obviously. I'm gonna play that. You know, probably not. I'll buy it and then never play it. What's this? Monster Hunter Pokemon thing. WarioWare. I'm gonna play WarioWare. I love WarioWare. I don't know why I'm excited for WarioWare, but I love WarioWare. Yeah, SMT looked cool. Danganronpa looked cool. No Splatoon 3, no Pokemon, no Kirby Air Ride 2. No new Switch model, surprisingly. I thought for sure they'd announce a new Switch model. If it were to come out like for holiday season, you know, I feel like they'd have to announce it soon. So maybe there'll be another Nintendo Direct in like August or late July. It's hard to say, but I feel like there's still a lot of stuff they could talk about. And we haven't seen it. Fatal Frame. Where was that? Fatal Frame looks spooky. I'll probably get that. I haven't played Fatal Frame since like the second one on PlayStation 2. That's Strange Brigade. Mario and Rabbids. Yeah, I'd probably play the first one before I got this one if I ever felt like getting into it. I heard it was good. I don't know. Never felt like playing it. Skyward Sword, yeah, comes out in like a month. 100% I'm getting that. I'll play that. I did like a... You start off with 6 hearts instead of 3 hearts, but I did like a 6 heart run of Skyward Sword. Like a couple years after it came out. I never beat it though. I got really far into it and then I just kind of stopped. So I want to re-go into Zelda and do another like 6 heart run kind of thing. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm gonna get that, keep it in my pocket all the time. Instead of having a smartwatch, I'm just gonna have the Zelda clock. Looks really cool. I love the original Zelda. Zelda 2, I don't think deserves a lot of the hate that it gets. Zelda 2 I think is pretty decent. And Link's Awakening's really good. Although the Game Boy Color version has like a little bit more content. I think it would have been a better pick, but I could see why they went with the Game Boy one. Breath of the Wild. Didn't see a ton of stuff from Breath of the Wild. All we know is that it's gonna be good, because it's Breath of the Wild. Like, how much do you need to know, really? They're just like, here is Breath of the Wild, it comes out next year. we don't need to show you anything because we know you're gonna play it. I hope it has more like Zelda-ish dungeons. The first one was kind of lacking on that. But the puzzle rooms were really good. Everything about it was pretty well done. It just kind of needed like more of what it already had. Like it laid out a really good foundation. So if the second one just expands on that, like you're already good. You got like game of the year right there. Yeah, it looks like some Skyloft kind of stuff. Like he's definitely going down to like Sky Islands here. Sky Islands. So I wonder if most of the game's going to take place in like little Sky Islands instead of on the ground of Hyrule. The castle's up in the sky. Could be kind of like a Skyward Sword, Wind Waker thing with like different islands to traverse instead of just the one open world Hyrule. Could be both, because we do still see, you know, Hyrule Castle here, which is getting lifted up towards the sky, but there could still be a lot of gameplay on that core map. Maybe they just built around that and didn't want to intrude on too much of the existing area, so they just kind of built up above that in the sky. But yeah, all in all, I think it was like a pretty tame E3. I didn't think they threw anything huge out there that people weren't suspecting. I think there was stuff that I was expecting, and then we didn't see, like a Switch remodel would have been pretty big news. Pokemon, zero word about Pokemon. They didn't even say the word Pokemon. They talked about Metroid before they talked about Pokemon. That's like, it's kind of weird. But yeah, not a bad E3, just kind of tame. Not even like predictable tame, just kind of like even Smash Bros. I feel like that one's pretty predictable, maybe too predictable. That they'd include the Tekken guy in Smash Bros. It's literally throwing away like all the dead IPs there, except for Fire Emblem. That one's not dead. It's kind of savage. But don't they normally like do like a Nintendo Direct in like August or something? I feel like we'd probably get Pokemon news before then. There could be a Pokemon Direct before then, but I feel like there could be more Nintendo stuff in like August. I feel like traditionally they do like a Nintendo Direct like a month after the E3 Direct for whatever reason. They could just do one big E3 thing. But they like split it up a little bit. And this is mostly stuff coming out this year, and we're already 6 months into the year, so halfway through 2021. So I guess how many more big surprises could there be this year? I really want to see some Pokemon stuff, though. I want to see some Diamond and Pearl remakes in action. I want to know what kind of content I should expect before I get my hopes up for like Mega Evolutions and all this crazy stuff. But yeah, I think it's gonna do it for my little Nintendo Direct stream. So thank you all for watching. Hope you're having a great E3. Hope you're having a great summer so far. And yeah. See you in the next stream. Coming soon. 2022. maybe before then. We'll see later. Have a great day, everybody.